Alright, I'm going to try something a bit experimental this time. I'm going to see if I can play the same map twice. Once, spamming settlers out as many as I can, and another time on a one-city challenge, burning the settler as early as I can. Let's see if I get a good map to show this one off. The big reason is that, in many ways, Settler might be the single best card in all of Hexarchy, and always has been, always will be. Like, the Settler opens up so many options, and that it's really hard to justify doing anything other than playing a Settler if you can. So I'm going to try doing this twice to see if maybe you can get away without Settler. So I think we can work with this spawn. And in order to show how this works, I'm actually going to have to play out turn 1 without building a settler, and then we can go into turn 2 to see how it works. So, I don't think we need to go crazy high yield just yet. So let's go here. We can set up a pasture in order to get settlers going for free on the future turns. As in order to make this a true comparison with the one city challenge, I have got to play out a full turn without building settler, which the deck didn't want to make that easy. So here, this is going to make the settler free next turn. Is there anything else I can do on this turn to make it work nicely? I mean, get the warehouse go. Fishing into forage is actually a pretty good turn 1 play as well. And then we're going to get back to one more food from the cow pasture next turn, and we're going to be able to mobilize the settler when it comes around. So with that, in order to make the comparison work properly, now, on this run, this time we're going to be running nothing but settlers, so settler out. And then I need to mobilize you. I am going to mobilize you, even if it kills me. Where is my mobilize? I don't see any good pasture spots nearby aside from that. I need my mobilize. Harbor. You know, actually, this feels weird, but like, mining, warehouse, hold on to the fishing hut and the harbor for a moment, build the warehouse for really cheap, then get the harbor out, use the harbor to search for the last couple cards. There's my mobilize. There we go. As this run, how many settlers can I put on the board and how quickly can I do it? With that bit of bad luck, we might have a bit of a struggle getting there, but fewer cards in the deck means I'm more likely to find it. I don't want to fight anyone. I already built... Actually, I'm playing Rome. I can do this. Boop, boop. Let's get Rome as big as possible without flooding the deck. And are you useful? No! We want settlers, not agriculture. Getting the deck as thin as possible means I can play more settler more faster. Ooh, over here, claiming tons of spaces with this holy site. I didn't have line of sight, but putting it here for access to the cow pastures would have been nice, but I burned the cow pasture because I wanted to find more settler. So, let's see. Oh, I spy a settler. Go forth. And now I just need to find the other half. Where's my mobilize? This horse is going to get there. Mobilize! More settler, more better. And let's see, there's a bunch of good resources up here. You can't found the city on top of the desert tile, so this is a bit of an awkward placement for the city, but who cares? Your only job in life is to get this mine going next turn, so hold on to you. And, well, the only card I care about is in the discard pile. So we're shuffling it because nothing else here matters. Just because we can get another library going, but that's because Rome and not because it's actually the goal right now. Nothing else matters except more settler. Let's see, going into turn 4, as we're not on the beta patch yet, where you can turn off the maximizing where the wonders are being built, which kind of like on the fence about that change. Like, I do appreciate options, and it was a pretty easy option to add into the game. We have mobilized, but not settler. Where's my settler? I must find settler. No, I'm not finding you. Oh, you make things bigger. I don't care about things being bigger. I'm going to be able to get 1 more food off of the market. I'm going to get 2 more food off the market. There you are. Settler. Oh, no more horses, so just have to pay for you. Go! Go forth. Give me marble to work with. Give me stone to work with. Just build everything. And with that, we still are sitting at only 5 hammers from all of that because Sume... Where's Sume's worker going anyways? Oh, it's working way over here. I don't care about you, Sume. You're going to make me hammers. You're going to starve and you're going to like it. As you don't produce settlers, so you're not important. Goodbye. As we're just like experimenting here, seeing just how good or how problematic. Like, does this hurt the economy long term, constantly pulling off Rome's population? Or is this giving me so many more options with the access to the extra resources and the lines of sight that the new settlers are providing? Let's find out. I found mobilize. Can I find settler? Give me my settler. Settler! I need another bit of food. You're expensive, so I think I can actually find foraging. Yes. Give me more settlers. Antium. Go forth. Claim the land. I don't really care where you're going. Just claim it. All of it. Actually, Sume, if you can get another mine going, I think mining is in the deck. With this, like, really thin deck, I can just, like, constantly press buttons and get my cards back. And with that, boom, 4 libraries going, actually. Wow, that's, like, we can get 5 science bottles per turn. I actually have too much science. What am I supposed to do with all this? Today on First World Problems, okay, Sume, you actually have another tile to work, so, like, maybe let's get you a granary? I don't know, I'm, like, running out of ideas to do with all the science that I've been building up right now. Can I get anything else out of you? You know what, a stone would be nice for next turn, and no, horse? Horse means mobilize. I can get another settler out if I get a horse. Yes, yes. And settlers in the deck, I'm gonna draw it next turn, perfect! More settlers, more better. Although, frankly, these little blue guys are getting a little bit too close, especially with Damascus and Arabia also challenging them. As, oop, settler, you're free. Free food. Go! Be free, little one. Go and... You know, I don't really know where you're supposed to sit down anyways. Yeah, you actually have... Yeah, this is the best tile for you, legitimately. But I don't care. I'm putting another settler down. The whole point about this game is I'm putting settler, so I'm getting a settler. How expensive is this marble? It's cheap. Where is my statue? As I kind of want to fight back right now, because I got... The goal for this turn was to build a settler, and guess what I just did? Harbor. I'd love more harbor, but I don't have anywhere to put you. Granary? We don't care about any granaries. We are here to find... Oh, I've got plenty of you. I actually have plenty of you. I don't need science bottles. Do I actually have anything good to do with this lumber mill? Probably going to hurt the turn if I spend too much on this lumber mill, so more cards. More cards. Okay. Mysticism, Statue of Zeus. Now I can fight back. Sure, why not here? Because I'm struggling to figure out what to do with lumber mills anyways. Now, you can immediately... Oop, I don't have any food to do with. Oh, no. Wait, no, I can put out the granary. So, infrastructure, granary, sell the science to pay for it because I'm building too much science for my own good, and then I need to find 1 more card to burn. Well, lumber mill, been voted off the island. Archer. Start clearing out these guys. I need to get some conquest going. And if I need some conquest going, hey, iron working's going to be in the deck, so tactics is going to let you charge immediately. As I need to fight over here. Oh, I was paying so much attention on this side of the map, I forgot to defend Naples. But hey, that's the whole point. We're seeing, can I put more settler out? The answer is yes. The answer is always yes. More settler is more better. More settler. Can I fight you? Yes, I can fight you. And can I fight you? Oh, nope. I first need to build a settler before doing anything else, because we are doing settler. Who's my best little settler? Not in this hand. There you are. Can I get you for food? Oh, hybrid foraging. Yay! And where is my mobilize? Because mobilize is the only thing I need at this point. Yeah, Naples, and I'm going to mobilize you as soon as I find the card. Yay! Can I buy that horse? I can buy that horse. Should I buy that horse? That's a different question. But it doesn't matter. We are getting settler out. Settler, go forth. And you know what? I like this idea of the steer forest. I don't care. Take it. More settler. Temple. Yume, I need you to not starve because you're working on this. Berserker. Honestly, this doesn't feel like a Berserker game. Goodbye. Do I have anywhere good to put you? Luxuries! And then all my cities are eating them because they're upset. Why are they upset? I've been the greatest settler builder of all time. You've got no reason to be upset. Pressing tab to pay for masonry or hammers because I need 2 science for this charge. Actually, here, let's grab legionary here. Let's grab charge here. I need more money. Oh no, I actually have to burn something. Well, you don't build settler, so goodbye. So, legionnaire. Charge. Because this is such a good settler, I didn't even have to pay for it. Yeah. Here, why not? You know what? Here, this is a good spot for a city. I'm going to put one here. You know what? Here, this can work that tile. I'm going to put a city there. Because if settler is clearly the best card in the deck, then clearly this will be a good strategy. Main goal is to contrast this run with a 1-city challenge on trying to get Rome as big as possible. Let's see where that leads. We've got some marble going. We can grab some of that. I'm not going to need Pathfinder this game. I wonder what's out here. I don't care. I don't care if you're surrounded by white. You are a settler, and you are going to work this cows, I guess. I burnt the pasture, so you're just standing around awkwardly staring at cows, but that doesn't matter, because I got more cows. See, Archer, you are going to die to the longbow. You can die to the longbow, so goodbye, Archer. It was nice when I know you. Oop. Let's claim you. Do I have a mine? Ooh. You know what this mobilize can do? Let's see if we can find them. Ooh. I'm actually gonna have... Nope. I'm gonna be able to afford that pig because this extremely minor market arbitrage means that is a settler right there waiting to be picked up and waiting to be found as I sell all of the science. Find me the settler. Oh, right, I'm playing Rome. I should, like, do the Rome thing. There. It's not like this space is going to do anything. You know what? You're not my settler. You're too strong to exist. You've been voted off of reality. You're too weak to exist. You're about to be voted off by that catapult. Nope, you don't get settlers out. You technically get settlers out, but you were too slow. I only need 2 iron units, and I have the Roman legionary to work with. Let's see. There's a mine for some stone over here. But we don't need stone, we need settler. Can I mine the cows? Why can't I mine cows? What is this game? 3 out of 10, I can't mine cows. Oh, you don't make settler, goodbye. Oh, I need settler. Goodbye, science. You don't make settlers? You might be able to make settler. Maybe. I don't think there's another... You don't make settler? Goodbye. Settler! My long-lost friend, thank you. I was starting to get worried. As I said, this would be a great spot for settler, so I'm going to make a great spot for settler. Go place it down. Can I do anything with iron? Yes, I can get some more money flowing. Ding. Can I do anything with iron? Yes, I can build another unit. Ding. Can I get this mine going? I don't even know where I'm going to put it. Stone! You. Yay. With stone, I can make catapults. And with catapults, I can't make more settlers, but I can dream, can't I? Look at how my people hate me. Starving to death in the stone and iron mines of Sume. Getting shoved together in such close proximity on the coastline. You'd better not have Berserker. Whew. Okay, is it just me, or is it always Medina in, like, every single game I play in Arabia is, like, always this weird city that never ends up in a good spot and always gets fought over? Like, of almost every time I've seen, like, cities placed in weird spots, it's, like, always Medina. It's probably a hindsight bias and confirmation bias, as the only thing I need to confirm is, can I get a settler out this turn? I do not see either mobilized nor settler, so I need a better hand. Thank you! Yes. Give me settle. I don't even care if this is a good idea. It probably isn't. Go forth. Claim territory. Be the stone mine you want to see in the world. Be the iron mine you want to see in the world. There's no way you can take that city, right? Oh, actually, I'm Rome. I can just do this. Just make more units. Let's see. You get big. Find me settler. Oh, settler's in the deck, so it's not likely we're going to find it again, but I can dream, can't I? Have I burned a unit this game? Turn? No, I have not. Jeweler, you have already done your... You have served your purpose. Now you shall serve my discard. Monastery? Hold on to you. Infrastructure, monastery for super cheap. I'm not actually going to use the stone, so monastery. You will work in the iron mines, and you're going to enjoy it. You will be happy with your lot in life. And then with this road, can I do a roam thing? Ooh, there's a roam thing. 1, 2, 3. Oop, 3 hammers for two. Super worth it. And what does this little legionary do? You know what? This actually is a wonderful spot for a city. I'm going to put the legionary there, and I'm going to claim that tile, and I'm going to put a city there, because of course I can, because we need more settler in this game. And you, and you, and you are all going to go and figure out what's wrong with Medina. What's wrong with Medina is me, because those catapults are going to murder everyone, except for Legionnaire, because Legionnaire is good at this game. And with that, we are full up on this turn. Yep, couldn't justify the charge here, so I'm just going to build a fort, because I can. Oop. Really? What's irking me is I'm only getting 1 settler per turn. I need, like, 2. Can I get more than that? How do I get money? Settlers like money, right? Well, I should be swimming in money because of all these cities along the coastline, but oh, that is a lot of gold icons going everywhere. You will work in the iron mines, and you're going to like it, Sume. That's why I built the monastery there. And then all of these cities are eating up my luxury, so I'm not able to like do the whole luxury selling thing I like to in multiplayer games. They're just disappearing. Although, ooh, all the stone and marble, Notre Dame is really nice, but I am building settler. The whole point is to build settler. I do not see settler. I'm going to go find my settler. Settler, mobilize! They're best friends, sitting in the deck right together like there. Extremely minor market arbitrage, getting up to 3 food, plus 1 effectively. And then I am going to go deeper off into the unknown. This is like the most expensive horse that mankind has ever seen, and I'm going to buy it anyways. I can put a settler there, so I'm going to put a settler there. This little settler is not going to stop me. Nothing will stop me. I'm building more settler. In fact, nothing will stop me. Nothing. Can I even afford to attack London right now? Actually, you, swordsman, go get me Hastings, the greatest settler. Settler that I didn't even have to pay for. And in fact, actually, oh, Legionnaire, you can't afford to do that. But hey, ooh, Big Wonder. I like Big Wonder. Expensive Wonder. I don't like Expensive Wonder. Courthouse. Is anywhere costing crazy amounts of money? Not individually aside from Pompeii, but I can fix that with being Rome. Speaking about being Rome. Whee! Good enough. Nope, you don't get me settlers. You don't get me settlers. You can make them even happier for working the iron mines. And so can you. Who is working in an iron mine? You are... Capua. Whatever. You're working in the iron mines, so you're going to be happy. You are going to be happy about it. You know, I probably should have drawn infrastructure before doing that. Oh well. You know what? Actually, this little legionnaire, moving up to here. Ooh. Thank you, catapult. I'm going to enjoy this. Education. By the way, one of the best things you can do with education is, as Rome, university is virtually free. So free, in fact, that I can not only put down a settler, as you are working the stone mines, you're going to be happy. I can also put down a university. Let's see, I said I was going to put a settler there. I'm going to put a settler there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can make it, so, claim space. Settler will get there next turn. Then you go forth, little legionnaire. Blame Medina. Again, because Medina is always the one that becomes a problem. And you can start harassing Paris. Do anything good? You help me build settler. I'm going to build another settler next turn. It might be difficult because half of it's in the discard pile, but I'll make it work. Actually, yes, now I can draw a settler again. So, I was focusing a bit too much on the actual mechanics of playing out settler, but there's one really core reason why settler is just so strong in general, and that is every time you build a unit out of a city, especially settler and military units, you get one fewer worker to just put onto resources nearby. So I'm going to show this with Rome in a moment. Look, is the Purple Coast brought to you by Settler. So, showing this with Rome, the big reason why... See, here... Okay, Rome works here, Rome works here. Where's the third tile that's Rome's working? Here. Okay. So as we can see, Rome is working 3 tiles here, here, and here. But as soon as I put down Legionnaire, this citizen disappears from the hex. He's no longer working 3 hammers, and I went from getting 24 hammers this turn to only 22. If I put a food back on Rome, it's working the hex again, and I'm actually up hammers overall. So this Legionnaire, who could be any unit except Scout and Catapult, they all take that 1 population off of Rome. They all cost these 3 hammers every single turn. Like, yeah, This Legionnaire costs 5 hammers, but he's effectively going to cost 6 if I don't, like, get the city grown back again. Settler has the same thing, where it removes 1 population from the city, but when you put down a fresh city, like let's take a look at here, Carthage is currently it is collecting 1 food, it is eating the 1 food from the population, and then it is working these 2 hammers. If you go over to here, you'll see that Carthage is working 2 hammers. So, it cost 1 population from Rome to build the settler, but then Carthage over here, where it's working this tile, so where's it getting the food from? It's also working the tile it's underneath. It effectively cost 1 citizen to build the settler, but it's getting 2 because it's working a tile and also going on the city. And not only that, but Carthage knows that its proper place is working the stone mines. I will take a Hastings. Can I take a London? I can take a London. Oink. I'm going to blow that up. I'm going to sit here, even though it won't do anything, and then I need to go and find my favorite card, and I'm going to need to mobilize him again. So, let's see what we can find. This is going to help me up front play the card, and then because I've got an odd number of gold, I actually want to forge a luxuries tile. If I can find one. Are there no good luxury tiles to work with? I got food. This one is here, but it's actually being worked by a citizen. So I actually have to move this guy off it in order to forge it, but like doing so is going to cost a hammer, so it's honestly not worth it. Okay, there are no whales, so they get to survive this time. Swordsman University. I'm currently practicing not doing this trick. So this trick, store a card, redraw it, and you can hold on to it. It's getting patched out. It's gone in the next patch. So I'm trying to avoid using it right now. So let's draw another card, because I have to like manually find the other half of this, because I can put Settler down preemptively, I can't put Mobilize down preemptively. As, let's see, you are going to work in the stone mines like you were supposed to, Carthage. Actually, Carthage is a little bit, isn't Carthage like way out on the other side of the place? Like, didn't Rome conquer the Carthaginians? It's like some weird history going on there. Like, I don't need you, you don't build the settler. You make people happy. Damascus, you're going to enjoy working the stone mines forever. Settler, go! I said I was going to claim this space. As I actually kind of want to get out 1, 2, 3 conquistadors this turn, and I don't know if I can. Actually, at currency, I can do it. But, you know, what's better than conquistadoring 3 cities of mass manufacturing? The first one you actually want to pay with hammers. It's like a little minor optimization thing. 1. Then I'm going to 2. Then I'm going to 3. Then I'm going to 4. Then I'm going to 5. Then I'm going to mobilize you as well. So, where is a glorious place for Settler to go? Anywhere that's 2 spaces away is good enough. Unfortunately, all of this is within 2 spaces, so there's literally no legal location for a settler in any of this. But here, ooh, I can't actually make it over the mountains to the mine over there. So, I can put 1 settler here. I already have a settler there. I can put... I'm about to claim Medina. So I can put a settler... Ooh. Actually, a really tricky spacing problem. That was a mistake. I should have put the settler here. Nope, still can't. You have to be at least 2 spaces away from another city to put down a settler. Move you up here. You know what? I'm going to claim that tile. I'm going to put a settler there. And then you... Yeah, I actually don't have any good spots to put settlers here, like any legal spots. Like everything is within at least 1 tile of a city through all of this. Aha, here. There's a settler. You're gonna starve to death in the woods because there's no food there, but that's a settler. And let's see. You don't build any settlers. So let's just go and look at this. And with that, clearly we've won the game because we built more settlers than everyone else. So because settler gets you effectively a free, in quotes, population every time you do it, it ends up being extremely valuable for your economy. And then because it's working an extra tile, usually a food tile, because the AI, the behind the scenes for Hexarchy, is going to prioritize food tiles to make sure that cities grow. Like we saw with Sume earlier, I had to like manually tell them to work themselves to death in the mines. So because the game is going to value food tiles over everything else, the average city is going to grow, as long as you can keep them happy. So that means that the city is producing extra population to build more units and to build more settlers. But also, another subtle detail is the goal is to get to 100 victory points in basically every multiplayer session. So every single settler is going to claim, usually, all the tiles around it. So, like, even this little guy, when I build this settler way out here, I got a victory point. You heard the little click. And then when I build this guy right out here, another victory point. So each one of these population spots gives you a victory point. And because I've got so many cities, even if they're all individually tiny, that's a crazy amount. My biggest city is Rome, with 3 population. Oh, no, Ravenna. I'm gonna have to like brush up on my Latin. Like I have a single city at 5, a 3, and everything else is 1 or 2, and that is all 25 population added up. Just because there's so many of them. As this game's about to end, so just like, we done. We won the game. Here, claim it all. Grab the things. Victory points on the board, yada yada yada. So let's go for the other interesting side of this experiment. Boom. Victory point. Boom, victory point. Did I play all the settlers? I don't care about anything who's not a settler. Okay, but like as you can see, pretty effective, getting up to 130, was able to fight and conquer Damascus, Medina, up London, took Hastings, had an entire fight around Pompeii because just like how much economy this huge settler spam was able to get out. And now, for the really interesting part, is the comparison on doing the exact same game, but with a one-city challenge working. As we're going to have to go and load the game. Loading screens are the greatest content ever. The player, go back, check. And now this time, to show this sheer powerful contrast that Settler provides, I'm going to do the exact same map on the One City Challenge. As the very first thing we're going to do is stare at the loading screen as I'm running out of words to keep the sentence going. One City Challenge, go. As we have to make Rome the greatest thing you have ever seen. Let's see, look at our options. Foraging gets Rome up to 3 populations. Going to be working this space. Infrastructure on the fishing hut is actually a pretty good play here. Although, because I need Rome to be doing as much as possible, I think I actually want to do warehouse and fishing hut and the harbor. Let's see if I have enough hammers to pull that off. So, infrastructure onto fishing hut for food. Warehouse to get extra builds per turn. Astronomy, I need an extra hammer to work with. Ooh, that's right. I'm going to get this writing library. And I think, oh, because I put the warehouse down, I can still play more units there. So because I don't have to pay for settlers, I can just sell all this food and get more cards. So I'm not going to demobilize this game. I'm not going to war this game. It's going to take long enough for me to run into the enemies that I don't need charge, so I can get the harbor out. And then, because we have the warehouse, we can hold on to this next turn. Rome's not going to grow just yet, but this way we can hold on to it and keep stuff happy. There is some potential pastures way out here if I can like get a unit to claim them, but so I'm going to try holding on to pasture, as burning pasture last attempt is what hurt me so much. We are going to get Rome as big and strong as possible, and the first way to do that is we need access to both these resources. So I want either a road to culture claim them or a unit to do it the old-fashioned way. The unit's going to take a really long time because the hill's desert, though. So, well, I don't see a road and I don't see a unit, so let's try this again. Here's the roads. It's going to be pretty expensive, but I know that infrastructure is in the deck, so I've got a pretty good chance of drawing into it. Rome isn't happy. I need to get you back up. If I put down all 4 food, it's going to grow in a population this turn. Well, I only need 1 harbor. We'll never get another spot to put a library. So I think that finding infrastructure to try and get a cheap road out is actually going to be the most valuable thing I can pull off right now. Well, now getting 2 food onto Rome is a cheap and effective strategy. Okay, mine. Don't have the culture to claim it, though. Infrastructure. So make sure I don't put the infrastructure onto the pasture or the mine. Masonry. Let's do the Rome thing. All roads lead to Rome. Yes. Blaster the entire area that I have line of sight on with roads in a surprisingly tricky multi-sided puzzle to make sure it actually goes through. The big thing is that these spaces now are going to cost less culture in order to claim. Especially these 2 up on the mine, on the field here. This stone is going to be valuable in the future for getting wonders out, so I'm going to buy it when I see it. You know what? Because the pastures were so far out, they're like way out here, I don't think I'm actually going to have a chance to play the pasture. Can I get anything from this? I can get a early start on paganism because I would really like to see a Statue of Zeus this turn, especially because we're not going to have that marble source. We're just going to have to pay for it the old-fashioned way. The bots don't actually value Statue of Zeus as highly as I do, so I think I can hold off for a moment. So we're going to end the turn here. Chichen Itza. Pyramids. Boom. Look at that. Despite this being one of the most difficult hard terrain tiles way out here, the road means it just claims quickly of just this tiny little bit of culture. Oh, that feels good. So I can get this Axeman out because it's a road to claim the space, or I can just put down more culture. I think we don't need Axeman in this game. Infrastructure is going to be lovely for... Granary is legitimately the best card for getting cities massive and big to work with. Although, I can pay for Granary of Hammers. I don't actually have enough iron or marble in order to pay for the jeweler. So, infrastructure here, 1 gold. This is now going to be producing effectively 2 happiness per turn in luxuries, which I do have to find some way to get Rome happy. Which actually, here, this cheap marble, boom, temple, is going to be producing happiness every single turn. I would also like to get a bit more flowing. Let's draw some more cards. Agriculture, we want to get Rome as big as possible. The thing that makes Rome's passive strong is the fact that you can put farms on all of these tiles and work them for both the hammer and the farm bonus. So agriculture into both feudalism for the workshop as well as farm just to get the city big are like the reason to play Rome. So let's play farm. Next patch, Agrarian Society is going to be an amazing start, but let's just get... You know what? Actually, Agrarian Society is going to be more important here. It feels a little bit bad putting Forge away. Because I actually need these luxuries in order to keep Rome happy. Unless I get deep enough into philosophy, which is coming around in the shuffle, coming up soon. But with that, I don't have a direct use for this food. So let's just see what more cards we could produce. Rome. Road is the reason to play Rome. But I'd rather get a mine out here because I think I got all the close important tiles except like 3. So if I can burn the road and get the mine out this turn, I'll be happy. I want Rome as big as possible, so I'd like to get a fishing hut, another fishing hut out here. In fact, I'd like to get all of these spaces with fishing huts to make Rome as huge as possible. Although that might not be happening this game. in short order, because I am struggling a little bit in order to get more cards onto the field. Despite you know what? This would be wonderful, but I just don't think I'm going to get the second stone in time, so goodbye, Great Lighthouse. If I can burn one more card, I think it's going to be the Archer. Now I can get the Iron Mine flowing. Now, all my units are going to be way cheaper if I can get when I get them out, because we can see here, Rome's unique unit, the Legionary, cost iron. But the big thing I'm running into is that the happiness is keeping the maximum size of Rome down. So I need to get philosophy into monastery going as quickly as possible. Construction to granary is extremely valuable for keeping Rome big, as well as construction to architecture. Ooh. But you know what? God King is also really good for going tall on a game, and I got stone flowing. Actually, yes, that's really nice. So stone, there is the... So from the stone, the Chicken Itza Wonder is missing. Although, this is really cheap marble. Decisions. I will want to get this lumber mill going eventually, as well as this one, and both of them have roads, so they're likely going to get culture claimed, but one city, I can't build a second copy of any of these buildings. I only need 2 iron units in the deck, and Legionnaire and Swordsman are good enough. I'm not going to be growing Rome this turn, so let's just get you taller. One more luxury won't make Rome any bigger, but I probably could use some more luxuries. But I'm actually low on tiles because I'm not producing enough culture to claim them. Actually, this should get Rome happy enough to grow again. And let's claim tiles a little bit faster by getting a unit out to go and manually claim them. Just to be certain, I am going to get the stone back next turn, so let's grab these 2 tiles earlier as well. Because I want to be working this tile, but this is going to make the culture expansion even faster and more efficient. And I think going into architecture and the forge would be nice for hammer production, because I'm actually like really restricted on hammers right now. I need to burn one more card in order to do that, though. So this winery, I think I only need 1 of them in this game. I can use cultivate when it comes around in order to make this one really big and get extra copies of the luxuries once Rome is above 10 population. So the 2 ways to get above 10 population are either, well, first of all, granary, but I think I can afford it next time it comes around. Here, forge, just for the more hammer production, meaning I can play more cards without having to burn stuff, is going to be very valuable. Although at this point, I can build 4 things per turn in Rome. Temple of Diana means it's going to be a little bit harder in order to culture claim tiles. So this one, with another mine available, I think I'm okay not claiming that one this turn, so I can just take the free axeman, I guess. Oh, I do want access to the holy site. That's going to make Rome happier and producing more culture, but I also need philosophy going. The single most important thing I can do this turn is to get, both Hanging Gardens and a monastery out. So, cultivate, like I said, that was the plan from last turn. I've already built a temple in Rome, so you are just a burn fodder. So, Statue of Zeus would be nice, but I think I can survive without it because I don't think I've got enough resources to build it this turn. Horseback Viking is specifically, I need to hold on to this to get into feudalism to get workshops out in order to like really double down on Rome's abilities. So here, Hanging Gardens. Do I even have a good space for Hanging Gardens, actually, with so few culture tiles claimed? Nope, this is the best way to get a city big. This does mean... Actually, no. Here. Hanging Gardens, the Wonder, produces this extra food in the city. See how it's on a different line from everything else, even if you don't work the tile. If you like go back to the replay, you'll see that Rome went from +4 to +5 food produced with that. The other thing I want to do this turn is to get infrastructure onto a monastery. I'm not going to be able to... Actually, I can get a cheap science. So, science. And one more for good measure. So with this, I should do philosophy on hammers, theology on science bottles, state religion, monastery. Make sure I don't put it on the fishing hut. Monastery for crazy cheap. Put it down. Now Rome is producing tons of culture and getting super happy. Now I can make Rome grow. That one population is going to make sure it grows next turn. I'm no longer, like, for the rest of the game, I'm not going to run into happiness issues, so let's just get more stuff onto Rome. Speaking about getting stuff onto Rome. So I can get more food. We're working this tile. Oop. So this is like one of the big reasons why Rome is so valuable. 5 food and a hammer out. All of these farms that just grow the city naturally are also going to get production on top of it. But if I put a swordsman down, it's going to make Rome shrink. So I don't want to actually play the swordsman. Let's see. So I'm actually going to sell a little bit of this iron to put even more food onto Rome. If I can get 2 more, I'll be in a good spot. Ooh, 1 shy. You know what? I need nothing but Legionnaire. Rome, get big. I am 1 city challenge. I want to get big. I'm going to get big. Every single one of these food tiles is producing a hammer. Without fail. So I did burn the charge card, but I think I'm going to get it back in short order as soon as I find tactics. Although I'll admit that I'm struggling a little bit with economy this game, so I'm having a hard time drawing through enough cards to make this work. Cultivate. This is going to make... So this second luxury doesn't get doubled as a second copy until Rome is above 10 population, which I'm getting there. It'll take a while, but I'm getting there. Monument, I want exactly 1. It has to be within 2 spaces of Rome, though, in order to get its benefit. I want lumber mills here and here. So this spot. This does mean I'm running out of tiles to make Rome huge. So this spot is going to get Rome a happiness and a culture. This tile is being worked, so it's going to get Rome huge. And then 2 more lumber mills and a mine is, I think that saturates... Oh, here. I can get another mine on this space. All right, let's forge. Tactics. Now I can make sure this archer doesn't cause any issues by charging them. Although, food, Rome get big. Rome is now working in this space. Although I think they have so much food. Yeah, that I can actually put them in the woods before I even find the lumber mill. Let's see. Great Wall, Hereditary Rule. Actually, Hereditary Rule, although Royal Guard is nice, the Divine Decree is going to end up stacking more than Bread and Circus will, so goodbye. Fort. I get forts automatically because Rome. I can only build 1 of these because we're on a 1 city challenge. With 1 extra stone, I can get Great Wall next turn, but not this turn. I am running low on card draw opportunities. I don't need a courthouse because your capital has no maintenance. The horseback riding, none of this is useful by itself. Feudalism into the workshop. I don't actually know if I can put a workshop in a desert. Let's find out. This is probably a bad move, but hey, I'm going to find out. Workshop. You can't put it in a desert, and the city can only work tiles within 2 spaces of it, so this was actually a mistake. I should have built 1 fewer farms. You know what? This was the mistake. I think I can pillage. I think I can pillage this because the 1 happiness and culture, frankly, isn't worth it. It's for every city nearby. I only got 1 city. So, yeah. And with that, I can hold on to workshop for next turn. I don't actually have anything I put infrastructure on except barracks. So let's see if I can draw into it. Road. Where do my roads lead? My roads lead to Rome. Granary. There we go. That's actually the more important card. So I'm going to sell the signs. Put the road away because I'm going to build the road with the stone. Infrastructure to put the granary. Now Rome is saving half of its food every turn. It doesn't get it from the granary put down, but it's going to get it from every single remaining tile afterwards. And I want it to grow immediately. And if I move it off, it's actually not going to grow this turn. It's going to be a little bit shy, and I already used up all my food this turn. So leaving it there. Now, with the stone, I can build a little bit more road. I would like to put it actually here. This is going to just claim these tiles of culture faster, and I'm going to save the workshop for next turn so I can put it down after pillaging this space. And with this marble, is because I don't have access to marble, I have to buy it off the market in order to find it. Yeah, like I said, the bots don't value Statue of Zeus, so it's usually available in single player for quite some time. Ooh, that's right. France's passive means it grabs tiles easier and faster. I'm going to claim this hallway site to get Rome getting that culture instead. And I'm actually going to pillage this so I can put the workshop down. Using hammers, actually. But yeah, that's the one workshop we're going to be building this game, because that's a huge amount of production and gold coming through with it. Divine Favor. Is anyone actually costing this? You know what? Divine Favor here, because the Axeman's likely going to lose this fight if they go immediately. Divine Decree. Get Rome even bigger and happier. Get Rome to grow. I do want to kill this archer, but I just don't have a horse source, so I'm going to burn the horseman. Holy Warrior. The optimal play is to actually play Holy Warrior on something, then play the Legionnaire in order to draw Holy Warrior again. I mean, I'll take that too. So this way, the Legionnaire will be able to kill this archer next turn no matter what. And here, I'm going to be getting some more luxuries for some more card draw. 100% chance of a victory point. Okay, I got lucky twice in a row, but I'm not going to get lucky 3 times in a row. Yeah, not getting it 3 times in a row. Now rest is card draw. Here. Now the lumber mill is going to make that space nice. Can I get a second stone for this Colosseum? I can. Boom. Now, late game, when I can get a ton of workers on the individual hex, like here, Rome is getting plus 9 happiness per turn. If I put a worker on the hex now, it's going to be getting plus 11. That plus 11 is actually means that the workers pay for themselves twice over when it comes to happiness. Monument was a mistake. We're never doing that again. Tactics. Can I get anything out of tactics? Skirmisher, mobilized? Not really. Pathfinder isn't going to help here, so I can hold off on tactics for a bit longer. We're not going to be able to grow Rome this turn with food, so just make it bigger, get more food out of the farm in the future. Sell all of it. Farm. We are out of farmable spaces. Boink. And because I had to delete it, I'm sorry. All roads will lead back to Rome eventually. Trust me, it will happen eventually. I wasn't able to pay for this with science bottles because I've only got the one library and the one monastery producing science. I think I just have to... Yeah, I just gotta have to pay for tactics the old-fashioned way. I'm not going to be producing enough stone to justify keeping the catapult. To structure this fishing hut to get even more food and even more growth onto Rome. And with that, I think I'm full up. I have to sell something in order to get any more food, so it's not worth it. Ah, I could have held on to the Great Lighthouse. Oh well. Ooh, the France bot has Statue of Zeus, actually. That makes it really difficult to kill Orleans, because they can just put out a ranged unit every turn. It has to be like multiple levels of charge in order to get there. Yes. These are mine, and I'm going to keep them. Although I'm currently fighting a culture war of France, every single time I have to take back a tile that's claimed. There's like this back and forth dance that happens. It's culture tiles not being claimed out here or out here. Ooh. I don't think I burned the mine yet, so if getting this space covered with a road means I can culture claim it quickly and get marble going, that would be really nice, actually. Divine Decree, keep Rome as big as possible. How much food will it take to grow? It'll take 6 food. I have 6 food. Boink. Big Rome. And I actually can get this knight out. And this knight... I think you're just holding up this room in the deck. I think you're also just filling up room. I am out of spaces that Rome can work for the workshop, so goodbye. Rome is already happy, and I don't think fishing for those victory points is quite worth it yet. I can only fit 1 granary. I don't have a horse source. Mine might... Oh, luxuries. That's draw power right now, because I don't need it to keep Rome happy. Ooh, this is... means I can keep the deck really thin from a military perspective, although that's pretty expensive to play right now. Vanguard. Knight on Vanguard gets a hit. But, like, I think I need this guy to be stronger before I can justify this Knight Vanguard play. Like, I'm just going to hold on to these and, like, sort them back up. Hagia Sophia solves my problem with this French culture back and forth thing, so I'm just going to play it out now in a spot that Rome can't work, so I'm not wasting the tile. Ooh, I could get a flank there if I find my other charge. But like, oop, last lumber mill, that Rome can work. I can only build one version copy of every building every turn. Like every game, actually. Draw more cards. I could Holy Warrior this guy, but I don't think I have Berserker to follow it up. Engineering. Military Engineer is hilarious on Rome, but not exactly what I'm looking for right now. I actually could take Nottingham with this guy, but I'd rather get France off my back so I don't have to deal with this constant cultural expansion. Divine Decree, you can only play it once a turn. If you draw it a second time, it's not worth keeping. Cultivate, once a shuffle, it's worth it. Because these guys are now producing tons of food and luxuries. Let's see. If I Holy Warrior you, this gets a flanking bonus, but like there's nothing to follow up that flanking bonus with, aside from this knight. I need to kill, there are 2 units defending it, and I have to kill both of them in order to take the city, and like neither of these guys are strong enough to do it themselves. And without access to paganism, I don't think I'm going to be able to... But here's a charge, I can get 1 more unit in. Like here, flanking bonus from Vanguard Knight, and then this guy charges, but I think that's still not enough to take this buffed archer down. Mine. I want to hold on to this mine for when I grab this tile. Ooh. I think I still play the Vanguard Knight out early. And then just hope that I draw into something nice in order to complement it. Fishing Hut. Frankly, I think it's going to take a little bit too long for Fishing Hut, but nope, it's an improvement. It's worth holding on to because we want Robo as big as possible. No more lumber mills. We're full up on that. I will eventually want to build the mosque, just not this turn. So let's get a copy of Holy Warrior out. Ooh, you don't actually have a space to put you on, but you do. Infrastructure. I mean, I don't know if I can put any tiles other than mine onto the desert. So hold on to you. Infrastructure, Fishing Hut, get Robe even bigger. Road. I need a second set of stone in order to go onto this marble tile, actually. Ooh, that's tricky. So what is the last card in the deck? Oh, it's Education. That's what I've been looking for. So I've already played Holy Warrior. I've already played the Hagia Sophia, so I actually can safely go into Education now, but I'm going to have to burn a lot of stuff to make that happen. I don't know if that's worth it. Let's see. Marble per turn. You know what? I think I'm almost out of marble decisions at this point, so I think I can afford to burn the mine. I need to get 7 hammers, so 3 more. I think I've built all the roads. Every single space that can be worked by Rome has a road on it now. Need 2 more. Great Wall. I don't think it's going to help me too much this game. Do I burn the Legionnaire? You know what? The Meiji Castle is getting buffed next patch, but this is not that patch. So, boom. Only losing the Holy Warrior, getting another building, as many buildings as possible on Rome. And also, the more important part is craftsmanship is now in the deck. That is the neat part. I think that's just this guy coming out to, like, here or so. Actually, I want this guy threatening Nottingham, specifically so that I can, like... Oh no, I burned the mine. I'm not going to need marble this turn game, because I don't need any more marble cards. The only marble cards left are Wonders, which I think I'm now producing enough hammers to just play them the old-fashioned way, and Market, because I don't need another university. So yeah, I don't need marble this game. This would be too slow anyways. And on my last unit, do I just attack you? You're going to lose. But you're going to lose to a ranged unit anyway, so why not? At 1 city, 1 plan. We're running it. Oh, it built another catapult, and with the statue of Zeus, it was mobilized. But now, there's only a single unit defending Orleans. So because Rome, if I can buff this guy, and I can, because combat medicine is what heals him. Ooh. So combat medicine, he's got Vanguard. He kills this guy. Or I could take the city. Ooh, I actually want both. So I actually need knight. I won't be able to get horses this turn. Ooh, so I'd actually need uh barracks. Well, this tile can't be worked by Rome, so I can put a barracks here and then charge and then just single attack out of it. So this guy with Vanguard can actually go and take Orleans, just a single archer on it. So I need to build a barracks using logistics. And actually a second stone, because that turned gold into hammers effectively. And are there any actual upgrades in the deck left? I think with I think that with going into secularism, so that I no longer have Holy Warrior in the deck, that there's actually no unit promotions in here, so I actually want to draw through the entire deck before playing out the Legionary. Only building one city. So infrastructure is actually running really low on its usefulness right now. I'd love to hold on to the knight, but I'm currently like running low. Like I just haven't found any horses. Like yeah, infrastructure onto the market is legitimately the best use of the card at this point. Make sure it doesn't go into the fishing hunt. One market, that's it. Going to burn it next time I see it. Vanguard. Cultivate onto luxuries, because we're about to get the 10 population needed to double all luxuries. In fact, I get the population right now. Boom. Yeah. So the only promotion that was in the deck was Vanguard. So I actually want to play... So I want to draw one more card, but I need to put something in the discard in order to do that. Craftsmanship on all of this built up on Rome. 29 culture. Ooh. Now I play the Legionnaire, who draws a promotion, although I don't need Pathfinder. Then I can give... Actually, giving him Vanguard's a mistake. So, he attacks in order to get rid of the Axemen. He combat medicines, and... He's actually going to lose this fight with the... Oh, because I took the catapult, I can put Vanguard on the catapult and put pressure onto the warrior. It's a Berserker catapult too, let's go. Then next up we can... Do I want to play any more copies of Cultivate? I'd kind of like to, but I don't know if it's possible. Do I even need another barracks? 1, 2, 3. I can put a barracks here, but like this space... Actually, we're still on the bug patch where I can put barracks on enemy cities. But like next patch, it's going to be fixed, so you're only going to be able to put it here, and this is going to be just a non-legal space. So in order to practice for the next patch, I can like put out one last barracks for like aggressive legionary placements, but then like barracks is getting burned the next time it comes around. I'm basically out of cards to play, so just fishing hut, another spot for Rome to work. Yep, pull out. Send it. Oh, speaking about barracks, what is that play, France bot? Whoa! Well, okay, it's my barracks now. Ha! Hagia Sophia is best wonder ever, but the Hagia Sophia is under the space of the knight. I want to kill the knight this turn to make sure it doesn't, like, burn the Hagia Sophia when I'm not looking. So, goodbye. Cultivate onto more luxuries, although frankly onto food is probably more valuable at this point, so I can just dump this onto Rome. Rome needs 6 food to grow. Here's 6 food. Bigger Rome. Only one market. Annex is effectively victory points. Just start taking tiles with it. Because I'm taking so much culture, Expeditionary Force is actually not the play right now, because like I'm going to end up being inside my own culture bounds for so much of the game, because I'm going to be doing this. Bonk. Although I can only do that once per turn, due to the restriction on it. I think I might actually be out of buildings. Nope. Fishing hut. Fishing hut is the only thing left for infrastructure. Military dictatorship, because I've done everything else. Garrison makes the city happier, but I actually don't need that, so this is just holding on to an Arc de Triomphe spot in the deck. Skirmisher is frankly too slow. Charge is nice. Industrialism, sure. Do I have a good spot to put? I will, because, like I said, this is a one-city challenge. We are not capturing cities. We have nothing but Rome. Rome is the only thing that matters. Okay, let's just play some out wonders so that I can use these hammers and get my deck thinner. I know it's not optimal to play them, but here. Great Library, boom. Parthenon, not going to be using that space, boom. I do like to hold on to Vanguard. I can keep drawing it with the promotion slot. Here, I'd also get General with the spot. Oh, like I said, we're not conquering cities. Goodbye. Every time I get my hands on a horse, I can put up this knight, so it's worth holding onto them in the deck. As long as I can find one more card to burn, which might be a bit tricky, actually. So here, annex this spot. This is the best spot to put an East India Company, so I'm going to do that next turn. Loss of Jene, fishing hut. Is Rome big enough? No, Rome can be bigger. Rome can be bigger. Actually, here, I finally get a resource off the fishing hut. Let's go. And so I can only play Craftsman once per turn, but it's so important to play it once per turn that I'm going to hold on to it. And there are no more technologies in the deck, I believe. Oh, nope, gunpowder and engineering still exist. So I'm trying to play the Knight rather than the Legionnaire. Combat Medicine. You know what? I think it's okay. I think I can replace those guys fast enough now that I don't need that. So I was trying to play Cultivate out, so this gets even more food. I'm now generating 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 food with access to those resources. And here I can actually annex over to this spot in the couple future turns. And do I need either of these cards this turn? Nope. I already have all the forward barracks that are going to be legal on the next patch, so goodbye. And I think nothing else actually uses stone. Engineering into Notre Dame uses stone, but it needs us 2 marble, which I'm not convinced I'm going to find 2 marble on the market. So with that, I think we're done for the turn. I actually don't need conscription in this game because I can just pay for stuff with hammers. I would have liked to get the knight out this turn, but I don't think I can justify burning any of this. You know, that's a lot of wonders. I bet I could just put units on top of them and just claim them. Ooh, these French knights coming out of the blue. Those things are scary. Everything shall be Rome. I mean, everything shall be Rome. So you aren't actually going to kill the knight by yourself. You're not quite strong enough. I think I'm late enough in the game with all this power flowing from my hand. There are no buildings here, nor in gunpowder. So I think I literally only have a single building left in the deck, and it's fishing hut, so I actually don't want infrastructure anymore. Vanguard? Vanguard's nice. Arc de Triomphe. That's a wonder. But here, I claimed this tile so that I could industrialism into... Oh, I would like to play Cultivate but 2 more times. I want to see if I can find Cultivate again. For next turn, every single turn should be a craftsmanship turn. Boom. Rome, the greatest city to ever be built. Probably. I know you can get way higher than 13 this because I have done the achievement where you get 30 population in a single city. Well, not going to need garrison. I would like general. Will general be enough in order to make this guy kill the knight? Let's find out. General. It was! Let's go. And then this guy with access to... Oh no! There's a great wall there, so I can't actually make it to the Statue of Zeus. But I can get I can get more combat, because there will be no cities other than Rome this game. And then you go and find... Ooh, that's a wonder. I think I'm going to take it. Although that is a lot of longbowmen, so I think you're not going to survive. Unless I find Shield Wall. Shield Wall. There you are, 3 cards deeper. Do I want to play any of these cards out first? I do, because the whole point about this turn was to try and get Cultivate. Oh, Cultivate's the bomb card of the deck. No. Okay, so I have to get cards out of my hand. Engineering, I guess? Do I need any more roads? The answer is yes, because I'm Rome, actually. So I'm going to build some more roads. Yeah, so here. And then I'm going to make you build roads. How far can you go? All the way to the Great Wall. So I'm just going to put a road here. Boop. And then I'm not going to find another horse this turn. Fishing Hut, that's a card I can play. Onto a space that's going to grow Rome. Charge. I don't actually have anything to charge onto. I would like to hold on to this industrialism. I'm holding on to this for next turn. I want to get another card out of my hand. No. Is it actually... If I burn anything? Actually, I don't need volley. I don't really need volley. Actually, volley from here would be really useful, so no, I do need volley. Shoot. I need to get more cards out. That's the current problem. So I guess we're just playing this annex somewhere else. More victory points, give me more culture tiles. Shield Wall in order to save this one little legion. And then finally, the whole point about this was to play Cultivate one last time onto the last farm before going into industrialism. Although, I don't think I can afford East India Company this turn. Ooh, I can! A giant block of money. Yoink. And then I can actually get another fishing hut here. Is there a fishing hut? 2 cards away. Oh, need to play one more card. Oh, and I have to burn something in order to actually play the fishing hut. Has the Legionnaire's job been done? Do I need any more melee units? I'm not going to be claiming cities, so I don't think so. So, goodbye, Legionnaire. I'm sorry. Served me well, but I'm eventually going to get access to Musketmen, and no, I'm still 1 card shy. Versus I have to burn 1 more card if I want to get the fishing hut out. And I think it's... Yeah, it's going to be Forced March. I only need a single charge this game. Actually, no, the other charge was Vanguard. No, that was a mistake. Oh well, I'll live. Rome will live. Rome will claim everything, because Rome is the best city ever made. And with that, save Craftsmanship for next turn. I kind of like those cards I'm going to draw into, so let's go and see them. The Maneuver Scout? Let's go. You see that playing maneuvers over here? 0. 0. 0. Yes. Ooh. Arabia believing in the turn 13 Mamluk to capture our capital. That was a brave little Mamluk. Are you certain he was being paid enough for that? You put maneuvers on the scout and you didn't even move it? So, I want to claim the Statue of Zeus. I want to burn the Great Wall. You have Vanguard on you, so you can harass the city of Medina. You are going to claim medium culture tiles. You are going to get bigger, so I need 10 food to grow Rome. And another 2 on top of that for next turn. I want this wonder. And with that, we're over 100 victory points, so the turn's ending this time. We're not actually going to be able to capture any more cities, so goodbye crossbowmen. Goodbye this. You don't put points on the board. You, Annex, you do put points on the board. What is this behind this C tile? More C tile. None of you don't get me victory points. Goodbye. Mass produce on Annex would be hilarious, but I think I just need to Get through cards. Game is over. Just put the cards down. Can I get anywhere through here? Mountain! My mountain. That's the mountain. It's a purple mountain. Craftsmanship, only once per turn. Fishing hut. We have not claimed... Actually, we have claimed more sea resources. Yes. And we are happy. So we can just sell all of this. Not going to be able to get enough marble to pay for these, so just have to do it the old-fashioned way. I wonder. There's no way this works. Mass produce. Notre Dame. Okay, I had to try. I'm sorry, mass produce, mass produce. Okay, it already has the effect mass produce on it, so it does nothing. So, shield wall is the thing that gets mass produced. Okay, that's a neat little interaction. I had to try it. Not going to be getting anything else done this turn, so boop, boop. Ooh, look at... Okay, I get one little holy site here, but I get 14 points from all of the fighting that's been happening this game. And with that, I think we are full up on this turn, unless... Oh man, that was a ton of money. What else can we get out? Well, this is the entire deck. Wait. What's the card down there? Right. Not physically going to be able to get Monster Jenny. So I want to see... Sell the food, because I don't need it anymore. But I want to like just dump all of these luxuries onto Rome until it stops doubling. Bonk. And now I'm going to play out the annexes. Another purple mountain. Purple mountain is best mountain. Annex. Forest. Annex again. Is there anything else in this deck? Okay, that's a weird visual bug then. And with that, we get to compare how fast those two games were. Well, I'm not going to be able to compare it because I'm playing this live and I forgot to take a screenshot of the win for it. So you're just going to be able to go back in the video and see like we were like 3 turns slower and like you felt that early game just like how cramped in it was and how few resources I had access to. So like you can see it is possible to win a game on the one city challenge, but like it took so much more effort and took longer and it gave everyone else on the board way more breathing room. Because you remember last time I like conquered all the way up to Medina and London and all the way past this like block of fog of war. Well, this time like just barely making it out. I took a single city over two. I took 2 cities over here. Like, yeah, you can make it work with this like one city challenge going on. It's going to be a lot stronger next patch with the buffs coming through to agrarian society. But like it's hard. And a lot of this came down to just not being contested over some of these really high value wonders cap through. And then you can go back in the video and take a look at just how much easier it was when the settler spam. Although mechanically harder because of how many cards got played, but like conceptually it was way easier. As we have seen, that settler is potentially the single biggest part of how many strategies work out. I wasn't able to get access to this marble. I wasn't able to get access to this stone, so I was able to building way more buildings per turn. I think, yeah, I got access to more tiles because I was able to get tiles way out here and up through here as well. Although I was able to conquer more cities because I had more population to build more units in order to do more conquests. And even just the subtle thing, like the early settlers meant that taking a turn off of not building up Rome didn't hurt me like it did this game, so I actually got the Statue of Zeus to do way more fighting. Here, I had to give up the Statue of Zeus in order to get Rome grown up into its late game power. So, like, yeah, you can win without settler, and like, but like 3-4 turns slower, it's definitely a lot harder to do. Personally, I think that I built way too many settlers last time, but here is building too few. A big thing you might have noticed is that every single one of these units I built, except this catapult, One, two, three, and I think there was like two more. All of them took a population off of Rome. Rome would actually be somewhere around 20 or 22 population if I hadn't had to build those units. The one city challenge in particular, you basically can't afford to defend yourself, which is why I think if you want to do something like this, you should actually do a two city challenge. Build like a second city like here or something, and then use the second city's population to build out units, protecting the population on this first city. But like, you have to get. I don't think the UI was designed to have this much stuff built in one city. Was that literally every single improvement card in the tech tree? Yes. Nothing down here. Yes. 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 I built the harbor. I built the market. I built a university. I built the library. I built a temple. I didn't build the courthouse. That was the one building I didn't put down was the courthouse. But that was at the point where I was still struggling a little bit with production values, so I don't think I could have afforded it at the moment. Like, yeah, the courthouse was the only card in the entire game that didn't end up inside of Rome right there. Like, and with that, not exactly the 30 population challenge that you'll get an achievement for, but I think that was pretty indicative of just the sheer difference on all the settlers versus none of the settlers, and just how precise these buildings had to be. Like the making the mistake on the monument and having to take a turn off in order to replace it. Well, compared to like the previous one, I could just throw buildings down wherever and I didn't have to worry about it. It was going to get used. Like this like level of like difficult precision makes the one city challenge interesting, but like make it a two city challenge. Build your units out of the second city so that Rome would have like 5 extra population to work with. And with that, good night and hope you enjoy Hexarchy. This game is something special.